Sutam Devam Kamsa Charnu Ramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. We have studied up to the 4th chapter, and 4th chapter was Jnana Yoga, as about the knowledge. And there, again and again, in that knowledge chapter, Krishna is mentioning how to be free from these bondages. The whole purpose of Bhagavad Gita is this: giving an idea, a path, so that one can go beyond the limitations of birth and death. And that is called bondage for the human soul. The human soul is ever free. But without knowing that, we are thinking that I am this, I am that, associating ourselves with this body-mind complex, and also the manifestation of this world. And that is the reason, again and again, we are coming back, taking different type of life, suffering, or a little bit of enjoyment. So this is the whole circle going on and on. Now it says that you can go beyond it. Today we will study this one called Panchama Adhyaya. This Panchama Adhyaya has been termed as Sannyasa Yoga. Samyak Nyasa Sannyasa. Whenever we talk about the sannyasi, what is that sannyasa? Nyasa. What is nyasa? Giving up. The samyak, complete, nyasa, giving up, is called sannyasa. What we are giving up? That again, it goes to a very subtle point, it's called ego. The moment we are giving up the ego, I am the doer, this sense, everything is giving up. We are doing everything without that ego, that I am doing. You are free. So who is a sannyasi? It says like this, will come over here in the Panchama Adhyaya. So let us study the Panchama Adhyaya, first 10 sloka. First we will study the 5, then we will explain, again we will go to the 5. Atha Panchama Adhyaya Sannyasa Yoga Arjuna Vacha. Traditionally, the different people they pronounce or they chant in a different tune. Nowadays, so many singers have come, so they have added the music also with this. But traditionally, we chant like this. So when we are beginning with the first 2 mantra, how this Bhagavad Gita has come, and what is the purpose of the reading of the Bhagavad Gita. Advaita Amrita Varshini Bhagavatim Ashtadhyasha Adhyayinim. This is 18 chapters, and it is the Devi Bhagavati, like the Amba, mother. Why mother? Because again and again she is going on telling us which is good for us. And what is good for us? Now she is giving the explanation, not dictating, giving the suggestions. So here it comes to, and when you are reading Panchamadhyaya, what is that Panchamadhyaya actually mean? Sannyasa Yoga. Then it goes Arjuna Uvacha. Now Arjuna is asking or telling, that is called Arjuna Uvacha. Arjuna Uvacha Sannyasam Karmanam Krishna Puna yogam cha shamsasi. Yasriya etayorekam tanme bruhi shunischitam. Sri Bhagavanubhacha Sannyasa karma yogascha Nisriya sakara ubho Tayastu karma sannyasat Karma yoga vishishyate Giyasa nitya sannyasi Yona dveshti na kangshati Nirdando hi mahabaho Sukham bandhat pramuchyate Samkha yogo prithak bala Prabhadanti na panditaha Ekamapyasthita samyag Ubhayo bindate phalam Yat samkhai prapyate sthanam Tad yogai api gamyate Ekam samkhyancha yogancha Yapashyati sapashyati. Now, in a beautiful way, it is explaining. Those who are constantly reading, regularly attending, this pronunciation becomes easy. Because almost the same, and Gita is the most easiest Sanskrit, very simple Sanskrit. Upanishads and others, because it is very old, the terminologies, the pronunciation and the formation of the words and sentences are different, a little difficult, and that needed some explanation. Upanishad is just a Bhagavad Gita, that's why it's called Gita, like a song. Bhagavat means the God is singing, because the moment we hear something, somebody is telling, that is one type, but somebody is singing, there is a totally different type. So it is as if sweet like a song. So it says like this, when the God has said all this, Arjuna, the disciple, he is asking question. That is the speciality of the Hinduism. You have every right and the freedom to ask question. Unless and until you ask question and get clarified, you won't be able to grasp it properly. Forget about the practicing. So it says like this way, just now you said, give up the work. Now again you are asking, sannyasa karmanam Krishna. Oh Krishna. Sannyasa, now here the word sannyasa has been used as a meaning of giving up. So these are the only 2-3 things that if we can remember, it is so easy to understand. Here the sannyasa means giving up. Instead of giving up, tyaga, instead of word tyaga, he used the word sannyasa. Now you are asking to give up the work. Again you are asking to start the work. Punar yogamsha samsasi. Yoga, that means the karma. Yoga means yukta. Yoga means some performances. So you are asking, give up the work. Again you are asking, no, you perform the work. I am confused. Tell me, yat sriya, what is good for me? Etayo rekang, of these two, tell me one. Either I give up the work or I perform the work. Which is good for me? Tanme bruhi. Bruhi means you tell. Sunischita. First you get the clear about it. See, that is the speciality of the Hinduism. Even the student has the right to ask this question. So get yourself clarified first, you get confirmed, and then ask me, tell me, what should I do? Now I have accepted you as my master. Now you are telling this and you are telling that, and totally different thing. Give up the work and also perform the work. What type of thing that I am going to do? One gentleman, he was always a little bit confused. So he came and told, purchase a ticket for me to go to Delhi. The assistant knew that he will change it again, because that was the, okay, he didn't purchase, he just said, okay sir. Next day, have you purchased that? Please change it. I won't go by the train, I'll go by flight. Okay sir, it will be. Then again, like this, every time he came and he went on telling, then he said, are you really purchasing? No sir, when you will decide, then only I will purchase. First you decide, then only I will purchase. So that is the reason. First you decide, Arjuna is asking. Krishna, that is the beauty of the master. He is not angry, rather happy, giving the explanation. Most of the time when a student is coming and asking the question, the teachers are not happy. Why you are disturbing my time is. So this way, here he is coming and asking this question to clarify, and when he asks this question in such a way that you get first clarified and then tell me, direct me, but here it says very clearly, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. What is this Bhagavan? Bhagavan means one who knows each and everything. Krishna Uvacha is not telling, Bhagavan Uvacha. Now why Bhagavana means again, Bhaga means the qualities. He was having 6 great qualities. Anyone who is having 6 great qualities, that become Bhagavan. So I am not going to tell that right this moment, but this Bhagavan, because he was having all these great qualities. Now he says, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha says what? Sannyasa karma yogascha nisriya sakara ubhau. Sakara ubhau. Ubhau means both. Sannyasa, giving up. Karma yoga, performing the action. Both are beneficial, both are good. So that is in a unique way he is telling. Sannyasa karma yogastha nistriya sakarabhuvo. Renunciation and performance of action. Ubho, leading to freedom. Now why Arjuna got confused? We have to go back to the 4th chapter. So many times Krishna himself said in the 4th chapter, 18, 19, 21, 22, 24, 32, 33, 37, 41. All these verses Krishna told, give up, give up, give up. And now suddenly the last verse of the 4th chapter, in the 41, he said, no, you perform. I will just read 41 and 42. Yoga samnasta karmanam jnana samchinya samshayam. In the 4th chapter, 41 verse, he states, Atmabantam cha karmani nibaddhanti dhanamjaya. The Dhanamjaya, the Arjuna was having 10 names, 10 different names. In the Mahabharata we find that when Uttara, he was also a prince, and he came and he asked Arjuna, how many names you are having? So he gave the list. He was having 10 names. One name is Dhananjaya. Because he could conquer, he could collect lot of wealth, and he did for his brother. So Dhananjaya, why he mentioned this word Dhananjaya, this name, to make him understand that you have performed wonderful things. You went to all the countries, collected fund, and you brought it. And that means you have lot of capacity. So you must understand this. In the 41 words of the chapter 4, it says, Yoga shamnasta karmanam jnana shamchinna samshayam atmabantam nakarmani nibadhanti dhanamjaya. He has already performed so many things. He collected the wealth. And for a king, wealth is the must. So obviously he should feel proud. I have done it. Because of me only the whole country is so wealthy. All these things that is happening because of my performance. So that thing he says that, O Dhananjaya, one who has renounced work by yoga, one who has renounced work by yoga. So here he didn't say directly, he is giving the hint. Yoga samnyasya karmanam. Yoga, that is, you are united with God, with the Atman, and you are not accepting the result of the action, that is sannyasa. When you are working, and how it is possible? Jnana samchinna samshayam. And all doubts are cut asunder with the sword of knowledge. What is that knowledge? That is called Brahman, that is called Atman. In the Hinduism, though we are having thousands of gods and goddesses, actually all that is for our concentration purpose. I love Krishna, so Krishna. I love Kali, so Kali. Shiva, Shiva. Ganesha, Ganesha. So many varieties of Hindus are there as if all divided. No. We never fight. Those who are the worshippers of Kali and Durga, Shakti, they also go to Ganesha. And the Ganesha also, when they are performing the puja, they use the Shakti mantra. That the same mantra that is used for Kali puja and Durga puja, that type of all the things are also used for Ganesha. Why? Ganesha is also performing. He is also doing all these things. So Shakti, any action is power. The power is Shakti. The Shakti is one way. So that's why the Hindus, though having so many varieties of gods and goddesses, never fight among themselves. Because they know behind this thing is the original truth. What is that? Sometimes we call it Brahman, sometimes Paramatma, the Supreme Self. And that is all pervading. That is the source of everything. But why then these murtis? Why then these images? That is my creation. Because I like to see God in this way so that I can concentrate. So that's why he says, Jnana chamsinna samshayam. You have to cut asunder that doubt with the sword of knowledge. What is that knowledge? God is one, all pervading, all powerful. That is the knowledge. Atmabantam nakarmani nibadhanti dhananjaya. And that is why he sits in the self. He is all the time thinking about the self. And karmani, he is performing the work without any bondage. The Hindus, they believe, Buddhists also believe, the karma work has its result. The Buddhism and the Buddhism only from Hinduism, so naturally. So this is the karma phala. We always say karma phala. Action has its reaction and the result. Who is going to bear the fruit? You have done something wrong, you have to bear the fruit. And that is the reason this goes on in this way. Now, our so-called Baba behind the bar, so many others are coming. Hindus are confused. Sometimes they always doubt whether all these things are Hinduism. No, not at all. In the Mahabharata, they say dharma vyapari. This word has been used in Mahabharata. Dharma is a very good product. Now, if you can market it, you get a lot of money and name and fame and respect also. Because of the dharma, if you can explain the things, if your mother tongue is the Indian way you can speak and you know some of the slokas and explain it that way, but our people are so simple and so dedicated to dharma, immediately they will start following you. And the dharma said, you must serve the holy man, and they serve you. And that is the reason, Atmabantam. Who is going to protect you? Yourself. How? I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not here only to get the clappings of this world. So, Atmabantam. When you are sitting on that knowledge, then whatever action you do cannot bind you. That is the whole purpose of the Krishna to teach the Arjuna. Tasmat ajnana sambhutam. Therefore, O Arjuna, the doubt that is coming from the ajnana, from the ignorance, cut that. Hridstam jnana sinatmanaha. Hrida means from the mind. In your mind, in your thought, when the doubts are coming, you must cut asunder, you must break those things with this knowledge. Chittainam samshayam yogam atishta uttishta bharata. You become a yogi. How? You are completely attached with that, you may call it God or Atman or Brahman. How? By cutting the ignorance. Now Arjuna is confused. Are you asking me to give up the work? Or are you asking me to perform the work? Tell me. Krishna was very clear. He is a great supreme master. So naturally, when he said, he never said stop doing work. He never said. Rather, he said, perform the work with, we have already studied, Kanda Karma Yoga. Perform the work with great attention. But what he is again and again telling, this function, work that you are doing for this manifested world, which is temporary. Each and everything is nothing but temporary. And after this thing, so look at the university. Every year, hundreds of students are passing out. And the old man going by the side of that, he said, this is my university, I studied over here. And then he looks at the young student, oh, we were also like this. That means Chakravarti is going on. And that is the institution giving the education. People are coming, getting education, going out, and one day he becomes old and then pass away. Another group of people are coming. Then what is permanent? Knowledge. See, this knowledge should understand, and when we are performing this, understanding, this is very simple thing. But we make it complicated. Why? Because we attached it with my and I. This is mine, this is I. I have only studied in this college. No. Hundreds have studied before and thousands will study after. You are not the only student. So that is the thing makes us humble, and that is called jnana, a shield. That is called the sword of knowledge. That's all. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna pointed it out. If you can remove your ego, you are free. Are we God? Of course, each and every one of us. Each soul is potentially divine. Then why we don't feel it? Sri Ramakrishna says, because of one small bell. And that is only covering, what is that? I, and I. See that this month, after a few days, I will go to South Korea. This is the first time it's a Christian organization. They are organizing a huge meeting, inviting different type of religious people, as it was happened over here, and now the people are doing it. What is the difference? What we are going to discuss over there? Now the different groups are performing that. It has become almost a fashion to organize, inviting different religious leaders and then have a fun over there, and then, no, not like that. What actually we are going to do? When we come out from that program, is as it is. Here there is a office is there, Parliament to Religion. And every year in different cities, in different countries, they are organizing that. Then what is the result? What is the outcome? Nothing. Why? Because the organizers are not understanding what is the purpose we are organizing. That is the problem. We went to attend one, many of our devotees they know, in the Salt Lake City, and there I found religious leaders, they were kept in the back of the office, and all the political people, they came, this man, that man, they were talking, and once the political person starts speaking, it is very difficult to stop him. So, and in every country, that is, they love to speak, and they got such a huge congregation, but all the congregation, all the people, they went to listen to the religious people, not to them. They got that opportunity, they took the time. Then I told the organizer, but what is the purpose, bhai? Why you have invited us over here? Just to listen to the political people? They are good people. We are supposed to listen, that's all right. But what is the purpose of the meeting? No, we will. Then afterwards there is no much time, so didn't give the chair also for the leaders to sit, so that it will take time. They asked them to stand, they gave 2 microphones and you speak. The purpose was completely the religious. It went to something else. Why? Because the people who are organizing are not understanding what is the. So that is why we have to be very clear what we are going to do. Here we are studying the Bhagavad Gita. Why? To help the society? No. That is secondary. To help myself. How I can help myself? By understanding the truth of life. What is the truth of life? Everything is temporary. Only one thing is permanent. That is my Atman. That is my self. And that self is nothing but a part of a bigger self, which some people call as God, and the Vedantin call it as Brahman. And that is the whole purpose. How to go? Then Sri Krishna says, as because in this world you cannot stay without performing work, you have to do some work. Do it without attachment. That is the whole thing. And here now, when he was to clear the doubt of the Arjuna, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Sannyasa Karma Yogascha Nistriya Chakaravuvo Tayastu Karma Sannyasat Karma Yogo Vishishyate. Now, the Karma Yoga, performance of action, and the knowledge, both are equally good to give you liberation. But instead of giving up the work, if you perform the work without any action, that is the best thing. Both renunciation and performance of action leads to freedom. Of these, performance of action is superior to the renunciation of action. You know, many of you, that the Hinduism, the sannyasi, they never used to work. Thousands of years. They used to go take the vows from the guru, they used to stay in the ashrama. Work means only collecting the faggots or looking after the here and there little thing, and just studying, eating, sleeping. That was the whole life circle of the sannyasis. And it continued for thousands and thousands of years. Why? A wrong understanding that moment you work, it will produce result. And when it is producing result, you will be bound. With that understanding, the sannyasis never worked except for surviving. Whatever the food they used to collect, they used to go to house, collecting food and then study, a little bit of discussions. When the villagers used to come, they used to give them some talk, that's much. Swami Vivekananda in the recent time, he introduced the sannyasis. You must study in the college, university, then come and become sannyasi, and then go to the society and give them the knowledge by which they can stand on their own feet. They can get back their self-confidence. I can also earn in the right way if I can develop some of the qualities. That is the only thing. So Vivekananda is introducing completely new path. Is it truly new path? No. 3,000 years ago, Sri Krishna himself said this: you cannot sit quiet. Why don't you work without accepting the result of work? How you can do it? Renounce it to the Brahman, renouncing to the God. This is the secret of work. It will say like this: the both are good, but in that case, why you are renouncing? As a sannyasi, we are getting food from the society, clothing from the society, surviving because of the society. So many things that you are going on taking, right from the birth up to death, so many things we are getting the support for my life from the society. In return, what I have given back? Nothing. And very selfishly, I was sitting some corner thinking that if I get freedom, let me go. Let these people die. Let these people suffer. That is a complete selfish motivation. And how can you become a monk? How can you become a sannyasi? Vivekananda is not introducing the new thing, but the thing that Sri Krishna introduced, taught, that he introduced in a very modern, nice way. And he said, thousands of lives you have lived. What is there even if another life is gone without liberation? Don't bother about that. Go and serve the poor, the downtrodden, the illiterate, the oppressed. Very powerfully he is telling. Why? They are living gods. How? Because there is nothing but God manifested. So whatever you have, so do that, and with that serve the society, the living gods. Then a wonderful statement Sri Krishna is giving in the 3rd sloka of the 5th chapter. Giyasa nitya sannyasi yo na dveshti na kangshati niddando hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. You must understand that he is truly the sannyasi. Just putting on the garb won't do. Just going and shaving the head and putting on the garb and doing this and that is not sannyasa. Sannyasa is an ideology. What is that ideology? Na deshti, na kangshati. These are the two Sanskrit words. He is not against anything and he is not hankering for anything. You not deshti na kangshati. Disliking. Whatever is coming, I am disliking this, I don't want this, I don't want that. This is disliking. Na kangshati. He is not liking also. Some people, they will be praising you, okay. Some people criticizing you, okay. I am trying my best to do something, and with the best of my knowledge and capacity I am performing and thinking that this will be good for you, that's all. I don't have anything at the back of this. And that's why if the sannyasins are joining in the politics, they lose their sannyasa. Because the moment you are joining in the politics, you have something to grab, something to gate. You have the likings. Oh, these are my group. I like them. That is my enemy, anti, opposition. I don't like them. You lose your sannyas. So sometimes some people, they don't understand, they come and say, Swamiji, why you are not joining in this? Different type of people, they are coming and asking. Look at this, Swami Vivekananda, for whom the India was nothing but so close to his heart. India, 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 he used to say. Sister Christine, one American lady, she wrote in her memoirs, we started loving India without knowing anything about India, just by hearing the word from the mouth of Vivekananda. He used to pronounce India with such a love and respect. We started loving India just hearing this word. Look at it. That Vivekananda, in 1897, when he started the organization, Ramakrishna Mission, this is the first time Darshanami Sampradaya Sannyasi organization with all educated people, educated young men, and afterwards young women also, the ladies also have come. And then he asked them, go and spread like the wildfire all over this society and remove the ignorance. Do not talk about religion, but teach them the science, teach them mathematics, teach them the geography, the history. Let the confidence come back. Can you imagine the revolutionary thing? Why he said this way? Nitya sannyasi yona deshti nakangshati. We belong to the same organization, Ramakrishna Mission organization, same organization. And some of our brothers, they are now serving the people who are suffering in flood. So they are going and distributing food to them, clothing to them, medicine to them, and so dirty, you know the Indian condition, and now everything has broken. So they are going with all that, and when they come back, I have also done that one point of time. Where do you stay? Usually in the school buildings. In the village school building, there is no proper bathrooms, there is nothing. We cook for ourselves, we somehow sleep, and we work for 24 hours. And here I am in America from the same organization, and I am just in a cozy room, I am giving you the talk and all that. My brother is suffering, working over there for the same organization. I am here, many of our other brothers here in America and Europe, we are in a much, much better way. Do you think that that sannyasi will be very angry or sad? Oh, he is enjoying the life, I cannot. Never. When I was there, I was doing the same thing. This thought never crossed in my mind. And one of our great Swami, he afterwards became the president of the organization, Swami Ishatmananda, in the Second World War, when the Japanese were bombing in the northeastern part of India, all people were coming out of that place. He went over there with some other sannyasins. Whoever were left, to serve them, to give them some food. And they used to hang one big handwritten note, I belong to Ramakrishna Missions and my name is so and so. If anything happened to me, please, if you find me, please inform my all. And when the people said, are you not afraid? Why? See, I have already disclosed my identity. Someone will find me somewhere. I don't bother whether I live or die. And that is called karma yoga, without expecting anything. So that what Sri Krishna introduced, Gnasa Nitya Sannyasi yo na deshti na kangshati niddando hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyati. Free from the pair of opposites, O mighty arm, he is easily set free from bondage. Now he is addressing Arjuna as a mighty arm, as a hero among heroes, Arjuna. But again, this type of people who are completely free from this, they are superior than you. So he used this word. In the fourth, they say, Sankha yogo prithak bala prabaddanti na pandita. The bala means ignorant people, and literally children. But here the word bala, the children, has been used as ignorant people. And they think Samkhya and Yoga. Today, one gentleman came and he told, see, I am basically an engineer, so I understand this Jnana Yoga, the other things that you people, you practice, I don't think, okay, there's nothing wrong, it's okay, it's one good path, but be careful, don't slip down from there, continue. So he is thinking is a great thing. Sometimes in our, when the children are young, the parents, they think if he is studying in English and also in science, then that is the thing we can say. My son is studying in an English medium school and that too science he is studying. And then afterwards 3 times, 4 times he is failure, then what happened? It is not the thing. I have seen so many people over here, very successful, but they are coming from very poor background and from the village school. I can show you them here in America. Now they are holding big post. But very ordinary school, that doesn't matter. And most of the schools, that gentleman was telling, in our school there was only one hall, and they used to hang the clothes and make the partition. We were so poor. And in one room the teacher is teaching mathematics, another room the English, another room geography is going on. We can hear all the teacher's voice in that commotion, we study. But if you have the determination, you become successful. Or in the best place, if you are sitting on the gold chair and the best professor giving lecture to you, but your brain is not working, you cannot do anything. It depends on the person. So he says like this, Samkhya and Yoga prithak bala pravadanti na pandita. Bala said, children only say like that. Those who are karma yogi, they are lower. Not like that. The Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga, constantly he is reading the books and then he is, hey, it is now lunchtime, when the food is serving. You are bound by your body, you are bound by your mind. Some people come and oppose your views, immediately you are angry. That means what? You are bound. But the Karma Yogi, he goes and he is working for so many other people, forgetting his own self. And that is the yoga. Giyasa nitya sannyasi yona deshti na kangshati. And here the Krishna said in the fourth the sloka, that both are same. So he who truly lives in one gains the fruits of both. If you are living in one, knowing both are same, you are getting the both. Now in the 5th chapter, 5th sloka, he says, Yat sankhai prapate sthanam tad yogai api gamyate ekam samkhyan cha yogam cha ya pashyati sapashyati. The plane which is reached by the Jnanis, Samkhya means Jnana. Again, just to remind you, what is Jnana? Knowledge of one, which is permanent, never changes. What is that? Me? No, my body is changing, mind is also changing. So what is that? My Atman, which is eternal. And the same thing in the bigger form, Paramatma or the Brahman. So that is called Samkhya, knowledge. And yoga, those who are performing action, keeping in mind that I am serving my God in human form. That's all. The poor people, then illiterate people, I am going and giving them some help. I am serving my God only. Only if we could understand, now is 21st century, even then in America, educated Indians, they will never give money for this type of work. But for the temple, and I heard and I wondered, they paid $5,000 because the God came to their house. How the God came? Their God's image from the temple, and they were beating the drums and they brought on the air. They came to the house, and then the Pandits, they were chanting mantras, etc. $5,000. God is already there. Where the God will go? Except this thing that you have done. And then one lady, elderly lady, she cannot carry. Even then, somehow she was carrying, and one pitcher full of water, and her daughter was also carrying the pitcher full of water, highly educated. And also, the son-in-law, the poor man, he is an American, couldn't understand anything. So he was thinking that whatever the in-laws say, I have to follow. So he was also carrying a lot of water. And I said, no problem. All the three, and then 7 times they were going round. What is this? Purna Kumbha Snana. I said, very good. But why others are not doing? No, we paid $1,000 for this particular thing. So they paid $1,000. So instead they are carrying and the pujaris are chanting. This is good. Satisfaction is coming. But instead with the $1,000, if we could, now someone was telling me in that it's called Detroit, and the one school, mostly the Afro-American boys are there, children. Last time we gave the 50 some books and all that. This time also they are applying. Now the winter is approaching. Can you please give us some warm clothing or the school uniform? So it will be good. $1,000, 100 children can get the dress. $5,000, I think whole school will get the dress. But ask them, they don't give. And this is 21st century, educated Indians. And think of the time when Swami Vivekananda was introducing. What happened to that? I received a letter today, maybe that I will give the reply. One lady has written, I want to know what was the situation of the Hindus at the time of Vivekananda. This was the situation. And of course they were more poor. And this was the ignorance, ignorance and ignorance. The highest philosophy the Hindus are having, but the least practice of that philosophy. So this is what the Bhagavad Gita says, and that is why it is really, and once someone suggested that will come and teach us how to read Bhagavad Gita, that is all right, but how to apply the knowledge, that is most important. And in the different beautiful tune at the back, there will be music going on. Of course, today we are having some music at the back. So now, that is all right. That is for only some satisfaction, entertainment. Beautiful way someone is chanting the Bhagavad Gita. Is that enough? Enlightenment. That is important. What I am learning from these, and it says that both are same. Swami Vivekananda, yet here in the 5th that verse, Swami Vivekananda in the 1st chapter in the Karma Yoga, he said, by unselfish work, you can reach the same goal where Buddha reached by his knowledge. and Christ by his prayer. The wonderful way he expressed this one. Here the Krishna said, Yat Sankhai Prapyate Sthanam, the place where the people who are following the path of knowledge are reaching, and Tad Yogai Apigamyate. Same way, those who are performing action without any result, expecting any result, both are going to the same person. Swamiji added devotion. By performing unselfish work, one can reach the same goal where Buddha reached by his knowledge and Christ by his prayer. That means devotion. Look at it. But you have to have that ideology constantly burning, the idea constantly burning. We are helping the living gods. I still remember a face, maybe that lady, small little girl, have now grown up to the old age. I do not know whether she is surviving or not. I went to a village, and before giving them the items, different type of, so we go for the survey, what type of things you need. Some people needs the utensils, some clothing, some beddings, some these and that. We list that and purchase and give to them. I was sitting in a Brahmin's house, and that Brahmin, I saw the one little girl is peeping from the gap of the door, the door, that small gap, from there I was calling her like this. Then the father, oh no, please don't do that. She's a widow. She should not come out. Can you imagine? Only a few years back, and in Bengal, and supposed to be an educated people, Bengal, and there in the village, still there, that small little girl, hardly 6 or 7 years, and she was looking from that because a new person has come, curiosity, the children. So when I was just beckoning her, the father told, please don't do that. Of course she is very young, but she is a widow, she is not supposed to come out. I told, widow? When she got married? No, you see, I thought I am a poor man, anytime I will die, so I gave her to marriage, but the son-in-law died. So now this is I told, what she is going to do all through her life? No, she will suffer because that is her fate. And it is not her fate, it is your karma. Why you forced her to marry? She never knew what is marriage. But I couldn't help much. Only I told that old man, there are some, still the schools are there. We will try. Put her in the school, let her get the education, but I don't think that she will do. But anyway, so we have seen, at least I have seen the life like this. And I have visited the millionaire's house, like our Birla, Birla's house. In India is a very rich man, Birla, and also Dalmia. There also I have seen. So this gamut of the society that I have seen, this is really, if only we practice it, both are taking us to the same level. Sannyasastu mahabaho dukkham aptumayo gataha yoga yukta muni brahma achire nadhigacchati na chirena adhigacchati na chirena gacchati. Ayogataha, without performance of action. Sannyasa, renunciation of action. Apnutam, to attain. Dukkham, unless and until you are practicing to give up the ego, you cannot attain sannyasa. Some people are thinking just you will go, and one American gentleman has written to me, I like to have the sannyasa. Can you give it to me? I told him, that's good. So I also need the helping hands. But the thing is, it is very, very difficult. You can go to any organization, they will take you, they will give you, and our Indian gurus are very fond of American chelas, American followers, so obvious. But the problem is, the both will be in trouble because they don't understand what is sannyasa. That is why it is so difficult. Sannyasa is ideology of completely giving up. And what you are giving up? Ego. So that's why, unless and until you work, how you will know that you are capable? Unless you live with someone, you will never know how he is. I am here and giving you a beautiful discourses. Unless you live with me, close to me, you will never understand how I am. For a small thing, maybe I am really very tough, very difficult. So people are, that's the reason. Unless you are working, when you are going to work, serving people, then they will criticize you. You have done all those things for them, but they will criticize you. But if you offer the fruits to the God, in the image or in the picture, they won't say anything. It's so easy. Then we are sprinkling Ganga water and throwing these and that. How many times in Hindu temple you go? Every time anyone is coming, immediately he is feeding God. God maybe, if God is there, then he will say, hey, what is it? How many times I can eat? And every time they admonish and all those type of, give me some other good food. But all the time, as because it is an image and we believe that it is not, God is not there. Suppose it is a living person, will you be able to do that? You will be conscious. And when you are giving the food, when you are serving, with consciousness. Unless you are working, how can you give up your ego? That's, he says. Then he says, Yoga Yukta Vishuddhatma Vijitatma Jitendriyaha Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma Kurvan Api Na Lipyate. This is wonderfully, he is telling, Yoga Yukta, constantly thinking that whatever I am doing for the God. I told my devotees here, in American centers only 1 or 2 monks, that's all. And in Indian, the devotees, they always think temple means in the Indian way. No time or anything. Any time the temple time. They come in the noon time and they ring the bell. Then I told that if you go and open the door, don't be angry. Don't say, why you are now, it is not the time. Rather say, please come and go and sit in the temple. Sorry. The Yoga Yukta, Vishuddhatma, the moment you are just opening the door with a mind, I am helping the person to go to God, your mind is becoming pure. The moment this person is coming at about 1:32, asking him, have you taken food? And then he said no, and you see the children also. Immediately you arrange little food for them. Your mind is becoming pure. Maybe that person will say, oh, this type of food, and nothing good. It may. But when you are giving it with the devotion, your mind is purified. The Yoga Yukta Vishuddhatma, Atma, the mind. Here the Atma means the mind becoming pure. Vijitatma, then you are controlling your mind. Jitendriyaha, all your senses, you are becoming angry because the person is behaving like that. You are controlling your senses. Sarvabhutatma bhutatma kurbannapina lipyate. And that is the best way to perform the karma yoga. So constantly you are going on telling, no, it's okay. God has come into this form. God is rebuking me. God is praising me. God is giving this. God is taking away this. Constant awareness. Mukta. So up to this today, we'll study next time. Before closing, let us pray to this. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stunnanti Divyaistavai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Nabidu Sura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. So this is the Hindu God. He has no form. He is all powerful, all pervading. All other gods and goddesses like Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, they are also praising. So who is that God? The Veda says Brahman. That's Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om.